Hi friends, Angie Hernandez, certified hypnotherapist here from Indiana Hypnosis Center. This week, my blog post is about New Year's resolutions because the New Year's coming up and a lot of us like to set resolutions. Some people don't set resolutions, but they do think about the coming year and how they can improve things that they want to improve within themselves and make change. And that's what I'm writing about today as you start to think about that. I really don't like New Year's resolutions, and I usually don't make them because I feel like I don't keep them and then I'm lying to myself. It's not that when I make them I'm insincere. I really want to make that change, but I usually don't follow through on it. And so I've kind of tried to narrow this down and give you some ideas in this blog post about reasons why we don't follow through on resolutions and mistakes that we make to do that, so that you can avoid that this year and make some resolutions that really stick, that you like, that will improve your life. So to begin with, you probably know that the habits, our habits, are the key to making change. And usually in a resolution, we want to change a bad habit, a habit that we think is bad, like poor eating, not exercising enough, maybe drinking less, smoking less, whatever your habit is that you would like to change. And habit is the key. You know, your habits really determine how much money is in your bank and how many notches on your belt you have to use. In other words, the size of your waistline. And we know that. It might seem impossible to break your bad habits. Maybe you've tried a lot of times instead of creating those new positive habits. And you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to tell you that the easiest way to break a bad habit is with hypnosis. You come to someone like me, a hypnotherapist, and we work on the change that you need to make. Hypnosis works very fast as opposed to a lot of other methods, and it can really help you. But if you want to do this on your own, I'm going to give you some ideas here. I think mostly it's a flawed approach. I was looking at my notes here. A flawed approach in making resolutions. The reason why is because I think we make them too big and too general. I want to eat better. What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Those blah, better. What is better? Or healthier. What is healthier? Everybody has their own idea. And I think the number one thing we do wrong is we try to change too much too soon. So let's say, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to exercise every single day. That's not very practical. That's really not very practical. There's going to be days when you don't feel like it. There's going to be holidays when you don't go. And everybody should take a break at least once a week. You know, that's just kind of setting yourself up for failure. So a new habit is best achieved, if you're going to change it on your own, in little baby steps. So instead of saying I'm going to go to the gym every day, break down going to the gym every day into little steps and choose your resolution as one of those baby steps. Or maybe before you join a gym and pay money every month, maybe get used to exercising once a week to a video. And you can get videos free at the library. You can even, the libraries now, at least my local library, and I'm in a small town, they're hooked up to the internet. And you can borrow videos and books and audio CDs and music and magazines, all of that online. My son does it in Boston. He does it on his phone. I do it here in Milford. I do it on my Kindle. And my daughter does it in Indianapolis on her phone. So you can virtually do it from anywhere without even having to leave your home. So let's say, what I'm saying is, don't try to change too much too fast. Break the big change into little small baby steps and choose your resolution from one of those baby steps. One of those. And when that becomes a habit, then maybe you add the second baby step. All right, so my number two reason why we fail is because we think our self-discipline is enough to change a habit. You know, if we could do it ourselves, this wouldn't be a problem in the first place. If our self-discipline would do it, we'd all be slim, we'd all be successful, we'd all be healthy. Nah, self-discipline is not going to work. Habits are automatic. We've trained our body and our mind to do things a certain way, and the mind doesn't like to change too quickly. It's tough. If you just want to rely on your self-discipline, I think that's going to let you down. It seems like it's let you down in the past. I know I've let myself down with self-discipline, thinking that every day I'll make the decision to do it. So the way I see it to make the change and not rely on the self-discipline is have a plan. Write down a plan. I'm going to make this baby step. Let's say you want to lose weight. All right? So the first baby step you decide to take is having a vegetable juice, before you eat your evening meal, because snacking at night is your biggest issue. Well, that's a good small step to take, a juice every night. Well, you need to have a plan. What juice do you like? Where are you going to get it? Are you going to make it yourself? Are you going to buy it pre-made at the store? So you need to make a plan. Every Saturday I buy a week's worth of juices at the store. Or every Saturday I buy the groceries and I come home and I juice it. I make the juice and put it in jars for the whole week. You need a plan, otherwise you're going to get to Sunday and say, well, I don't really have any juice, so I guess, yeah, I won't do it today. And that becomes 2 days, and that becomes a week and a month. All right? Self-discipline is just a short-term solution. You need, and also making small behavioral changes, like just having the juice at night, making that a habit first, then self-discipline isn't that necessary. You know, and the written plan, that's what gets you where, that's what gets you where you need to go. Sorry, I was mumbling there. All right. The third mistake that we make is that we think that a new habit will just be easy. This new habit will come easy to me. Well, you know what? The easy stuff usually isn't so easy, and the opposite's true. If you think something is too hard, you won't even start. You'll really struggle with it. There's a room in my mom's house that's literally filled from the floor all the way to the ceiling with stuff. There's a little pathway through it. And I know that all that stuff needs to be gone through, and something needs to be done with it. But looking at it, it's such a huge job, I don't even start. You know? Yeah. We just need to start with something small. And I'm the same. I need to go to this room and take all the boxes that are yarn and just get the yarn out and take care of that. And when that's done, there'll be more room in that room. There's a lot of yarn in that room. And then I can maybe do one more thing, you know, little by little, small steps. Yeah. And it's making that plan. The plan takes the decision making out of the moment. And you don't have to make a new decision every day. Well, today am I going to face that huge room? Ugh, I just don't want to. No, you make the plan. Every Friday night, I'm going to take out one box and take care of that one box. Right? I don't have to make the decision on Friday because I already made a plan. All I have to do is stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Sometimes making the decision is the biggest problem. All right, let's move on here. We kind of covered number 4, which is expecting a new habit to be difficult to install. Like I said, cleaning out that big room, that's just too hard. I don't want to do it. So you'll struggle if you think it's too easy, and you'll struggle if you think it's too hard. We keep coming back to making a plan and taking it in baby steps. Okay, how about number 5, which is relying too much on information. I don't know, we're kind of blessed and cursed these days because we have so much information available to us on the net, on blogs like mine. It's everywhere. And sometimes you kind of think, well, you know, if I'm going to lose weight and eat healthy, I need to learn everything there is to know about eating healthy. And I can't start until I know every single thing. Well, dude, you're probably not going to know every single thing. That stuff changes all the time. You know, sometimes all you need to know is enough. Just enough to get started. Just enough for today or enough for this week. That's all you need to know. The rest you're going to start learning as you go. You know, the journey just needs to be started with that single step. Don't worry about the million steps in front of you. Just take the first step. You know, we also can't use the belief that knowledge alone is enough. Like my example here says, you might know how to do push-ups, but that doesn't mean that doing one push-up will get you anywhere. Not like 100 push-ups a day would. You know, you need to have some knowledge and then take it and run with it. Here's what I found out. Special Forces have a motto that 60% is enough to take action. So if you know 60% of the relevant information, then you're ready to take action. The rest will come, or you can find it out along the way. And I think that's great. Oftentimes I've jumped in with both feet before I had all the information, and I just let it go. I just ran with it. Because, you know, if I'd waited until I knew everything, I wouldn't have gotten anywhere. I never would have started. So get started, even if you don't know it all. It's okay. All right, that's the 5 things that sometimes we make mistakes doing. I know you can do this. I know you can set New Year's resolutions that are small enough that you can incorporate them, keep your word, and keep going. And I'm going to help you. I have a freebie for you. Here's what I did. I made a resolution form of action to help you define your baby step resolution. And it's a free printable. It's really pretty. I put little flowers on it and stuff. Sorry, men, if you don't like the flowers, but hey, it's really nice. And I put it below the article here. Go down to the show notes, and you'll be able to click on it, and you'll get your download free. It's just a form that helps you define what you want to do, and then break it down into steps, and then pick the smaller step for your resolution. It's really cool, and it's free. Hey, I'm going to be doing it too. So from me to you, this gift. And I hope you have a great time using the printable, and I want to hear about your resolutions. Come on, send me some comments and tell me. Maybe I'll be brave and tell you mine too. All right, until next week. Goodbye, friends.